Hello and welcome to this daily hypnosis session for reducing holiday stress. Before we begin, please ensure that you're in a comfortable, safe place where you can fully relax and won't be disturbed. Please do not listen to this session while driving or operating any machinery. And now on to the hypnosis. It's interesting how the mind works, isn't it? Like when you find yourself caught up in a memory, maybe from long ago, and you don't even realize how time just slips away. Perhaps you've noticed it when you've been sitting quietly, watching a flicker of light play on the wall, or hearing the soft hum of the world around you. And suddenly, as if everything slows down. And isn't it curious how easy it is to let yourself drift? Like when you're watching the gentle sway of branches in the wind, or the way water ripples in a calm lake. That same natural relaxation can find its way to you now. And as you begin to notice your breath just a little slower, a little deeper. It's as if your body and mind are already beginning to understand this is your time to simply let go. And as you settle more into this space, you might become aware of little details you hadn't noticed before. Maybe the way your hands feel against the surface they rest upon, or how your shoulders seem to sink, like they've been waiting for permission to unwind. And every sound around you, whether it's a faint rustle, a distant hum, or just the soft rhythm of your own breathing, seems to remind you that this moment is yours. And with every breath, it's as if a gentle wave of comfort flows through you, like a quiet stream that knows exactly where to go, carrying away tension, leaving only calm in its place. And as this stream flows, you can allow yourself to drift even deeper, not because you have to, but because it feels so natural, so easy to simply let go even more. And it's fascinating how life seems to create patterns, almost like a tapestry being woven thread by thread. And imagine for a moment that you're walking through a beautiful winter garden. The air is crisp, yet there's a warmth within you, like the glow of a fire you carry in your chest. The garden is alive, though quiet with the stillness of the season. Snow clings delicately to the branches, yet you notice that underneath there are buds, small, full of potential. And isn't it interesting how nature doesn't rush, doesn't force? Each bud will open when the time is right. And as you walk through this space, your footsteps muffled by the softness of snow, you might notice how this garden reflects something deeper within you. Sometimes life feels like a rush, like every part of the day demands your attention. And in this garden, there's only one thing to do, and that's just be. And as you notice this, you might find yourself wondering how much easier life could be if you carry that same sense of quiet presence with you, no matter where you go. Maybe you can think of a time when you felt a moment of relief, like setting down a heavy bag after a long journey, or maybe stepping out of a crowded room into the open air. That feeling, that release is so close, isn't it? And the more you think about it, the more you realize you don't even need to seek it. It's already within you. Just like how the buds in the garden don't have to be told to grow. They just know. And as you move deeper into this tranquil garden, you notice something else. A fountain. Its water clear and flowing despite the cold around it. And perhaps you've seen a fountain like this before, where its water doesn't resist the stone. It flows over it smoothly, effortlessly. And imagine just for a moment that the water is your energy, your focus. It's not something that has to be forced or controlled. It simply flows. The fountain doesn't question whether it should keep going. And you don't need to question whether you can handle all the tasks and stresses ahead. You simply allow yourself to flow, just like that water. And now as you watch the water dance, you might begin to notice something interesting about how your thoughts seem to align themselves. The more you allow yourself to be here now, the easier it becomes to imagine what it would feel like to let each part of your day take its natural shape, like the water finding its way around the rocks. You don't need to fight the current or hold the flow back. Every piece finds its place, and you too find yours. Isn't it funny how the holidays, which are so often about joy and connection, can sometimes feel overwhelming? And here, in this space, you realize that you can hold on to the joy without holding on to the stress. Just like in the garden, you can let the snow rest where it will, knowing it won't last forever. Just like that fountain, you can allow your energy to flow naturally, calmly, smoothly. And as you continue this walk through this winter garden, you realize that the most important thing isn't how much you do or don't accomplish. It's about how you feel in each moment. And when you're calm, when you're centered, everything else seems to follow effortlessly. As you begin to sense this truth sinking deeper, you may already be wondering how you'll carry this feeling into the rest of your day. And now, as you become aware of the sounds around you, you might begin to notice how refreshed you feel, as though the quiet calm of that garden has stayed with you. With every breath, you feel more energized, more present. You might find your fingers and toes beginning to move, reminding you of the world around you. And as your eyes begin to open, you might find yourself carrying a new sense of ease, a clarity that you didn't even realize was possible. And any time you notice stress beginning to build, you'll find it natural to pause for just a moment, take a deep breath, and recall that garden of calm within you. With each breath, you'll feel more relaxed, more focused, and more capable of handling anything that comes your way. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. May this sense of calm and clarity stay with you throughout your journey. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.